Hello, everyone. Before we begin, I would like to let everyone know that I am not a medical doctor. I'm not a spiritual master or an expert of any kind. I'm just a country pumpkin sharing his theoretical perspective for entertainment purpose only. And the topic of entertainment for today is sowing fear. Sowing fear is a tactic used by those one-eye group, what I call one-eye group, to suppress people consciousness, to lower the frequency in the war on consciousness. And sowing fear is done in so many ways through the news, the media, always negative stuff, always fear mongering, always spreading hate crimes, and less of the positive things. Then you have religion, more fearing mongering. If you don't listen to me, you're going to go to hell. This and that. Look, all you bunch of sinners. So instead of calling you in the normal context, religion, in religion, they call you sinners. In the regular 3D environment, I call useless eaters. I think what's the term that they call people? Useless eaters. So if a person, if his hell is supposed to keep people from doing bad things, then people are just bad people on a leash. Every hell is supposed to keep them in good behavior. People should do things because if you write within themselves, not because you're being forced to. If you don't, you be going to hell, and you're not a good person for not doing it. Or if you're doing it, you buying your way into heaven. In Vietnamese, you call công đức, blessings because of good deeds. You trying to save everyone from those good deeds. It is more self-interest. The twist the concept of loving and compassion and love into personal desires, greed, to for doing for your own self, so you don't go to hell, so you can go to heaven, so you have all this blessing later on for yourself and your lineage. It twists all this love and compassion around, reverse it for personal gains. And that is path number two, not path number one. I do things because I feel it's right to do. It's the right thing to do, not because I receive anything from it. That's how it should be. What you call unconditional love and compassion. I I did it because that is my nature, not because I'm afraid of going to hell or what I could get from it. So let's go back to sowing fear to media that we already know that so often with that online or offline, to the Facebook, to the internet. Then you have the movies, more fear mongering with, oh my goodness, zombie apocalypse, World War III, 5, 6, and 7, or how many, all this destruction, and we're gonna have virus gonna break out and people are gonna die and they turn into zombie, and you have alien coming in and attacking and destroying us and all those things. There's so many things, so many topics, and it's so like it's been down to it's like overkill. Every single movies, most of the movies, or maybe even all of them have an agenda to suppress our consciousness, to implant thoughts into our mind, called suggestive programming, with those fear of lack, not full of abundance. We lack this, we lack source, we lack food, we lack water. So we have to fight for it, like the movie Mad Max, or the movies Kingdom, produced by Korea. You have to go kill and scavenge and all that things. And you have other things like preparing for doomsday, survival. Survival mean they take that concept of homesteading, um, prepping to the extreme. Okay, we're gonna have riots, we're gonna have chaos, so I have to prepare all this food. Yes, it's nice to prepare food, to preserve food that we cannot eat during the summer, during the harvest, so that we have it in winter, but not take the extreme because of fear of what things that might not happen, might not come, might not arrive. Then you have so many YouTube channels popping up about bear survival skill. You are caught in an abandoned island. No, no tools to help you. How do you survive? And you have people go in the forest, go in the mountains, and how to learn the survival, teaching survival skill. It's like suggested programming that life gonna be hell, gonna be tough. You better learn basic skills. Just like prepping for what to come, preparing food. Now you have to learn to hunt and gather like the olden days when you have nothing left. In those unexpected events like doomsday and zombie apocalypse and all that thing, load up on guns and ammos and load up everything you find in the store, like toilet paper, because doomsday is coming. And you have epidemic this and that coming. You have chicken pox and cow pox and monkey pox, then chimpanzee pox, whatever pox that could be. And then you next you have uh, apocalypse pox. People should get the idea by now. In addition to what we have recently here in Southeast Asia and Vietnam, uh, hurricane pox, or hurricane this and that, thanks to HARP, we are flooded everywhere. More fear, fear of weather, fear of war, fear of a virus. So until people realize that there are someone there purposely pushing our buttons, trying to suppress our consciousness with those fear, drop our frequency down so we are easier to manipulate, control, and easier to take away our rights when we are willing to give it up for fear that might not even exist or has not even existed yet, or for things that not existed yet, or things to come, have not come and probably never will come. So they instilling, sowing this fear so that they can redirect us to a timeline that they want us to experience, the probability that they want us to experience. The sooner we realize this, the sooner we can wake, not just wake up from the matrix, but we can do redirect our timeline, personal timeline and collective timeline to a more positive future of abundance, of love, of compassion. And we can focus on sharing our love, our creativity, our passion, what's driving us to add to what really existing in society, to provide that abundance, to provide what we call when we are at peace, we provide that sacred space, holding space for people so that they have time to return back, center, return back to balance. At the same time, we offer people another path, another option to choose, not just zombie apocalypse or doomsday. Here, this path will provide a better future for our kids, later generations, for Father Earth, and for everything else on this planet. And here are the things that we can do right now instead of praying for God to save us, praying for Q or Trump or Galactic Federation, Ashtar Command to come and save us. We can give up and throw away that savior complex down the toilet because we are the savior we're looking for. So stop giving our power away through fear and start taking back our power through self-empowerment so that we won't be pushed, dragged around like a bunch of zombie NPC within the matrix. Okay, thank you, and good luck, everyone.